Hello everyone, this is Carol Ann, and I want to welcome you all to the very first broadcast of Critter Talk. This is going to be my regularly featured program, just dedicated to all things animals. I'm going to be talking about pet ownership, animal welfare issues, legal issues, just wonderful animal stories, whatever happens to be on my mind or featured in the news at a particular time. And I thought that being that this is June, I would talk about something that is very dear to me, and that is cats and cat adoption. Because some of you may already know this, but for those of you that don't, June is Cat Adoption Month. And nothing is more rewarding and special than adopting any animal, whether it be a dog, a cat, or any poor unwanted animal that really needs a good forever home and loving home. This here, in case you're wondering, is Toby. Toby we adopted a little over a year ago. It was actually January of this year was 1 year that we've had him. So we've had Toby now for about a year and a half. We adopted Toby and another cat named Sphinx, who chose not to be with us today. We adopted them from Forgotten Felines located in Westbrook, Connecticut. You may not know this from looking at him because, he looks to be a very healthy, normal, although cuddly kitty cat. Toby and his brother Sphinx both have FIV, which is basically feline AIDS. And just like with people who have the AIDS virus, they have a little bit more of a difficult time fighting off infections, even if it's something as simple as the common cold. Cats may have who don't have FIV, they'll have a sniffle for like a day and then it's gone. He doesn't want to stick around anymore, so I'll let him go. So basically, like I was saying, with cats with FIV, you do have to be aware of any kind of like medical issue. But I just want to really stress this to everybody out there. There is no reason why a cat with FIV cannot, live a full, long, normal life. When I got both Sphinx and Toby, they were healthy, and they've been healthy ever since. The only time I had to give them medicine is about 2 months after I brought them home. Both of them ended up getting an upper respiratory infection. Basically, they ended up getting a cold. So I had to give them both an antibiotic for about 10 days. More than likely, the reason why they got this infection, and cold, is because Sphinx was at Forgotten Felines. Nobody wanted him because of the FIV. He was there for 4 years. Toby was only there for about 6 months. So, when you're used to like one environment and all of a sudden you're brought to a new environment, you have to acclimate to the different temperatures that are in your new surroundings. So, because they have a lower immune system, they just got a cold. I caught it right away because they were sneezing. I brought them to the vets, and we gave them the medicine. I actually saw a difference within 48 hours of giving them the medicine. They responded perfectly, and ever since then, that was over a year ago, we haven't had, knock on, wood, we haven't had any other issues. I actually took them both to the vets last week for their yearly physical, and they got a clean bill of health. So, when you adopt a cat with FIV, I've learned that you don't need to like stress out over every little thing. You just treat them normal, you give them a healthy diet, You treat them like you would any normal cat. It's just that you have to, like, in the back of your mind, you have to remember that they do have FIV, and if you hear them sneeze once, okay, let it go. But if you start hearing them constantly sneezing, and it's sneezing more frequently, and it goes over, like, say, like 3 or 4 days where it's getting worse, you can't wait. You do need to take them to the vet. So if you are in a situation financially where you're not going to have the money, like, say, down the road, to handle any kind of medical issue, then don't get an FIV kitty. But if you're in a situation where money is really not going to be an issue, I'm not saying you're rich, because I'm not rich, but I am in a situation where I have a steady job and I know that I am going to handle any kind of financial responsibility, then that's the type of situation you would want to be in, because both of the boys are, they're wonderful pets. They're a part of our family. Toby, as you saw, is somewhat cuddly, not something that I expected from a cat. Sphinx, on the other hand, he's more of your atypical cat from hell at times, where he's not as cuddly, and it was more difficult for him trying to get him on today, although I hope down the road I'll be able to convince him to make an appearance. But there are so many unwanted cats out there, older cats, that have the FIV, waiting for a forever home. And because they have that stigma of the FIV label, people shy away from them. But I'm begging you, please, if you're in a situation where you're gonna be bringing home a kitty, please, I beg you, please consider adopting an older cat with FIV, because you won't regret it. They have been like wonderful pets. We haven't had any problems except for that one day. The vet said they're in great physical condition, and he even said if he brought in another vet from the outside and did not give them the records, they would never guess that there was anything wrong. So please, June, it's only June 9th, and June is cat adoption month. If you're considering it, please go to your local shelter, check out, the animal control, whatever, in your town. Check out petfinder.com. That's another great resource. And, just think, about adopting an FIV kitty, because not only will you be given a kitty a second chance that normally is not even given a second glance, but you would be, bringing an animal into your home that really needs a good, loving home, and they will give you that love back, or as much as a cat can, but really, Toby is such a cuddler. He sleeps with me like almost every night. Sphinx is basically our watch kitty. Every time the doorbell rings or something is different, he's right there, checking everything out. They're wonderful boys, and I am sure that if you opened up your hearts and opened up your homes, you would get a kitty that is the same exact way, because I remember at Forgotten Felines, Carol was the person who took care of us when we were adopting, said that there's something about the FIV kitties where it's almost like they know they're the underdogs. They know that they're the ones that are not going to be picked, and when they are picked, they are so appreciative. And I really believe that these boys are appreciative of their home and the love that we give them, and they give it back to us, either by cuddling from time to time or playing or whatever. So please, You won't be sorry. Please consider adopting an FIV kitty, either a kitten or better yet, one that's older, because they really deserve it. So that's about it. I am looking forward to producing more broadcasts of Critter Talk. If you had an issue that you would like me to talk about in research, please message me. If you would like to join me and discuss your own, pet adoption story, or if you also have a cat that has FIV, please join me on Skype or Google Hangouts, and we can discuss it. And we got to get the word out together that these are wonderful cats, and also any other stories that you may have. I'm more than welcome to share. So that's about it. I hope you enjoyed the first broadcast, and I look forward to producing more. Have a great rest of the day, and animals rule. Thank you.